What's going on, guys? With Maverick here. Please give me a shout out if you can hear me all right. The stream is about to begin, or is actually beginning right now. Yeah, yesterday was September 12th. Armour 3 was officially released, the full game. I mentioned the live stream last week that because I used the development build ever since the alpha version, I'm not really excited about this release because with the dev build we got access to a lot of content pre-release, as you might know. And yeah, I was on a business trip all week. I came home today, and I updated on Steam, obviously. And here it is. So the tasks for tonight is to have a look at the launch content, so basically the stuff that is new. Compared to development build, I'm not going to go all over the entire content again from scratch. I'm just going to introduce the new stuff, and then we're going to play I'm going to play a showcase mission and maybe a firing drill where I'm going to have a quick look at the editor and introduce a few things that are maybe new, or I might have missed that in last week's heavy vehicle live stream. I'm not quite sure about that, quite frankly. So we got a few viewers already. Can you hear me all right? Please give me a quick shout in the comments over there. Should be over there. No, over there. Give me a quick shout out, and obviously the comment section is open for questions and remarks. I'm going to try to follow it as good as possible whenever I'm not playing something. And you can also reach me on Twitter. So if you got my Twitter account, it's Swiss Maverick, obviously. You can also try to use that to ask something if you want. All right, let's kick off. Just gonna head over to the game. Sound is all right. Okay. If you update on Steam, you will obviously see. If you have the dev build, or if you did use the dev build, you will not see a lot of differences because they already changed to the official Armour 3 layout a few weeks ago. But if you bought the game new, it will look like that. You still got your Intel section here with a lot of useful information. Jesus, sorry about that. And we're gonna go right into it. As you probably know, there is no single-player campaign coming with yesterday's release, or there was not anything coming. The single-player campaign is delayed because of basically major configuration issues. Bohemia Interactive decided to release the single-player campaign in 3 stages, so basically 3 free DLCs that will be released in the next few months. I read on the forums today that the first one is coming in October. I have no idea what the story is going to be about, but I guess there might be additional content, playable content coming as well, maybe some aircrafts or anything like that. There's still no fighter jets for the Blue 4 and Up 4 side, only independent, and I'm pretty sure something will be coming. Either in one of those free campaign DLCs or in something that you will have to pay for. But if you get the deluxe edition or the support edition, all the additional DLCs for Armour 3 will be free. If you have the standard edition, only the 3 campaign things will be free. So let's head over to play. Showcases. Showcases were already a few of them available in the alpha, a few more in the beta, and now we have quite a few more in the full game. We got one with tanks, some sort of tank mission. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm pretty sure I'm going to play that tonight. Then there's something called Armored Assault. ARMA, if you're into the series for a long time, means Armored Assault. Some sort of infantry combat thing, supporting role, whatever. I don't know what this is all about. Then drones, something with the UAVs. I'm not really excited about that because I have played a lot with the drones already, with the Dev Branch, version. And then gunships. It looks as if you were playing on the Op 4 side with the Cayman. Then NATO showcase CSAT and AFF. So showcase thing for all three factions. I took a quick look at them this afternoon. They're really well made. It's kind of an expo, you know, you can walk around and check out a few areas, and there's some scripted stuff that will introduce the different factions. You can also get your hands on the vehicles, aircrafts, all that, and have some fun while checking all the content out. Alright, that's for the showcases. I think we're just going to hop into one, play it, and then continue looking at the additional released things. Let's check up on the comments real quick. Yeah, as I mentioned, they have to do something about the aircrafts, because this right now is probably one of the major issues. Yeah, the major problems that the community has with just an aircraft for one faction or fast air, and they will have to do something about that. Alright, tanks showcase mission. Let's play that. Alright. I have to command the crew. I'm not sure if I'm like just a vehicle commander, or if I have to command an entire faction, not faction, an entire platoon or so. We will see. I'm starting here at the very north side of this island, which is obviously Altus, and I have to make my way south, probably take out anything on the way. Tasks: board the tank, join platoon, seize Molos, which is the village down here. Blah 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 briefing. I'm not gonna read that. Team. Yeah. Let's kick off. Gonna miss some sound or anything? No, sound is on. Starting off with a little bird. It's kind of unusual for a tank crew, I would say. Something fine. It's an MLRS. Here we are. Alright, at this point I'm not even the group leader. I'm just gonna follow this guy. As you can see, I've disabled pretty much anything that that helps me in the difficulty settings, so I don't use crosshairs, I don't use the friendly or enemy markers, because I like to have like a clean screen as much as possible, and it raises the difficulty a bit, obviously.
Roger.
Okay, I'm gunner. No. I'm commander. I have to regroup. Let's do that.
Move to grid 279er 255.
I like the turnout animation, you know, you can actually see how he kind of grabs the hatch with his hands, pulls himself up. I've basically not played at all with the tanks, at least not a mission. This could be exciting. There's some more vehicles here.
Forward. Left. Forward. Left. Forward.
10, 11, 12. Join group.
Ready. Start. Ready.
Okay, all nomads, listen up. Good news is our AA is
do this.
Form line. Lock and load. Move half a
Slow.
click. Southwest.
Okay, I'm not really in charge. I guess I
Car,
can
2 clicks.
order my crew, you know. I can assign targets. Ooh, shit's already going down. And you know, give them like waypoints for driving.
Engage that MRAP. Grid 270.
But other than that,
Soldier, 75 meters front. 2. Engage
Whoa,
that
what the
man,
fuck?
Front. Campbell, attack that rifleman. Engaging. MRAP, 400
There's
meters.
infantry over
Just
there.
up ahead. Campbell, fire at that APC.
Cannon.
3. Engage that MRAP. Front.
oh, he's already gone.
3. Engage that man.
200
Front.
meters, 2 o'clock.
Rifleman. 200
Aim.
meters, right. 2. Engage that man. Southwest. Campbell,
What the fuck?
Fire at that soldier. Southwest.
Target the APC.
Rifleman,
100 meters,
to
3
right
o'clock.
of us.
Fire. Cannot fire.
Too soon.
Fire. Backward.
Here goes.
MG.
Soldier, 200 meters. Front.
Stop. Target that man. 100 meters, 3
Let him
o'clock.
up.
Attack that
Right.
rifleman. South.
Stop.
Soldier, 200
Target
meters.
that soldier.
Front.
100 meters. No target. Forward.
Fucking hell.
Move 700 meters. Southwest. Okay, Nomads, keep it
Slow.
up.
Left.
Let's punch further south. 2. Attack that rifleman. Right flank.
Finally.
Forward.
Engage that man.
Takes a long time to acquire infantry. Oh, there's one.
No target.
Fire at that tank. Grid 267. 2, 3,
Forward.
1.
Heavy armor.
2. Fire at that tank. Grid 267. 2, 3, 1. Contact!
Stop.
1 click. West! MRAP, 600 meters. Southwest. 3. Fire at that tank. Grid 2.
Whoa,
6,
shit.
Cancel
2,
target.
3, 1.
Target the MRAP. Half a
Man,
1
600
o'clock.
meters. Southwest.
Cancel target.
Engaging
Target
target.
it. Fire.
Where the fuck is he
2
shooting?
clicks. Southwest.
So inaccurate.
No target. Target the MRAP. 300 meters, 1 o'clock.
The vehicle is like where I'm aiming, and
Attack mode. Grid 285. 230.
Target the MRAP. Cannon. MG.
Nomad 2, what's your
Cannon.
status? We're still waiting for you up here. Get a move on.
Cancel
3.
target.
Engage that MRAP. Right.
MG.
Cancel.
Target it.
Engage
300
that attack
meters,
mode.
4 o'clock.
Grid 260. 248.
bunch of infantry.
Engage that machine gunner. Southwest. Move 800 meters. Southwest. What's your position?
Target that spec
3.
off.
Attack
400
that
meters,
rifleman.
5 o'clock. Cancel
Southwest.
target.
Grid 273. 245.
Target it. 300 meters, 5 o'clock. Man, 300 meters. Cancel target.
The guy.
Engaging.
Spec off. 300 meters, northwest.
2. Engage that spec off. Northwest. 12.
My gunner sucks. Big time.
Target neutralized.
There you go.
No target.
Okay, what else you got?
400 meters. Northwest.
Target it.
Fire at that
Infantry
soldier.
further out.
Man, 400 meters, west.
Man, they're in a hurry?
Keep formation.
Attack boat. 1.5 clicks. West. 3. Fire at that soldier. North.
Oh, yeah, it
600
sucks.
meters, north.
Man. 600 meters.
He's right
North.
next to us.
Attack that rifleman. North.
Stop.
Shoot him!
Engaging.
Finally. For fuck's sake. Oh my god. Yep, AI still sucks.
Keep formation.
Okay. Situation calmed. Oh. I hear bullets whistling by. I like the tank sounds though. The track rattling. What? Attack boat?
226.
the rattling of the tracks, that's pretty nice, and also the cannon sounds pretty cool. And yeah, as a main battle tank, obviously pretty agile and also in rougher terrain. What the fuck, dude? They can't even drive in formation. That's already too much for them. I'm supposed to attack a assault boat or attack boat.
Medic, 200 meters, right. 2, fire at the medic, west.
I'm gonna stick to a HE shells.
100 meters to the right of us.
Dude, where are you driving?
Attack that rifleman, northwest. Man, 200 meters right. What's your position? 2, attack that rifleman, northwest. Soldier, 200 meters, right flank. 3, engage that attack boat. Grid 255.
Target in. 700 meters, 11 o'clock. Contact! 700 meters. South!
Campbell, engage that machine gunner, right flank. 2, attack that
Cannon.
rifleman. Hostile.
Boom,
Grid
bitch.
270-240. Move 600 meters, southwest.
I think I got one over
300
there.
meters, southeast. Attack boat, grid 286-222.
Fuck you with your goddamn attack boat.
2, attack that rifleman, southwest. Rifleman, 700 meters, southwest. Man, 600 meters, southwest. Campbell, attack that rifleman, front. Soldier, 600 meters, southwest. I've got it. Man,
Still shooting at me.
just
Oh,
up
there you
ahead.
go.
100 meters, 12
He's
o'clock.
down. 3, attack that rifleman. Campbell,
Target the
engage
MRAP.
that attack boat. Grid 255, 239.
Right.
3, fire at that
Fast.
soldier, southwest.
Yeah, sure.
Forward.
Oh my god. What's going on here?
Man, half a clip, southwest.
Come on, dude.
Stop.
Multiplayer, I'm coming. Jesus Christ.
Forward.
The same problems ever since fucking Operation Flashpoint. Nothing has changed.
Rifleman, 300 meters.
Oh, he's still
east.
alive.
Man,
Empty.
300 meters, east.
Stay in formation.
Hostile down. I've got him. Target neutralized. Man, 300 meters, east.
Gunner's looking around, turning the turret like crazy. Are you aiming at the friendly now? What
Engaging.
the hell are you doing?
Report position. I've got him. Grid 26823.
Yeah, AI is pretty drunk. Looks nice. Are we advancing or not? The bunny.
Clear.
So got the target marker over there. Probably the goddamn boat.
Attack boat, 2 clicks. East.
Attack boat, 2 clicks east.
Fire at that tank, south. Move 600 meters, south.
Tank.
APC, half a click. Southeast.
Oh shit, MBT. Cannon armor piercing rounds. Am I getting shot at? Holy smokes.
Cancel target. Target that tank. Cancel
No,
target.
cancel
Target
that tank.
No target.
Hello.
Target that tank. No target.
You fucker.
Forward. 300
I'm gonna
meters.
get whacked because my AI is too stupid to acquire a fucking target. I'm getting
200
shot at
meters.
like crazy.
2, engage that machine gunner. Front. Machine gunner.
Acquire him. Hello.
100 meters. Front.
100 meters. 11 o'clock. Fire. Fire.
3,
Fire.
fire at that
Forward.
soldier.
Negative. Cannot fire. Target
Target
APC.
neutralized.
Stop. Cancel target.
Rifleman, 75
Backward.
meters. Front. 3, engage that man.
Let's
2,
deploy
attack
smoke.
that rifleman.
Target
Left.
APC. 200 meters. 10 o'clock.
Rifleman, 100 meters. Left. Campbell.
It's
fire
so
at that
messy.
soldier.
It's fucking messy.
East. Man, 100
Empty.
meters. Left. He's down.
There's a tank crew there.
Stop.
Can't really see anything though. Because of my own smoke. Can't see shit.
Left. Stop. Target that tank.
Light him up!
Ceasefire. Cannon. Forward. Right. Forward.
It's disabled, but it's
Right.
not exploding just
Forward.
yet. Not even a shot from the rear, that's the job.
Nomad, objective run clear. You can send in the sweep team.
Stop. Cancel target.
Charlie's en route. Papa Bear out.
Okay. To sum it up, I completed the mission. That's already a good point. But yeah, I think you saw it yourself. AI has still the same flaws as they always did. Unfortunately, they're really slow when it comes to acquiring targets themselves. For me as a commander, whenever I try to like assign a target, and I got maybe a bush or a tree or something in the way, it's really inaccurate, and my gunner is not able to engage. So that's really annoying. And I'm probably gonna switch to multiplayer ASAP, because there you have a few buddies in your team with an IQ of more than 20, if you know what I mean. But the whole scenery is cool. I mean, the Altis map, we have seen it. It's pretty huge. It's very well made. The tanks themselves are cool. I like the sounds, especially while driving, the rattling of the tracks, and the gun sounds are alright. Weapon usage is as good as ever, but really the AI is just incapable of following orders in a reasonable time. You know, they do what you say, but it takes them way too long. They had problems driving even in formation. The vehicles were crashing each other. I'm surprised none of them flipped over and was kind of disabled by itself. So that's that's rather annoying and frustrating, obviously. All right. So that was the showcase mission. We're not going to play any other. Well, maybe we could have a quick look at one of those faction showcases. They're really well made. Just gonna let you guys vote in the comments which one you want to see. I checked out all of them really quick this afternoon. They have all their pros and cons. So just give me a quick shout out if you want to see NATO, CSAT, or AAF. There you go. Just checking Twitter really quick. Nothing going on there. NATO, other votes. Okay, let's go with NATO. I liked how they build up the whole thing. It's not just as in previous games, maybe an airfield or so where all the vehicles are parked. They added, they created some sort of almost like an expo, so you can walk around. You can like teleport from different locations, and you have sort of a speaker guy that tells you some information. It's a nice ambient, you know. Yeah, NATO is on like the main airfield on Altis. They're all in different locations though, but NATO is right here.
Welcome to the NATO Military Expo. Visit each expo area to experience the range of weapons, vehicles, and aircraft on display today. Don't forget to drop by the special live fire exhibition, which features a variety of powerful vehicles.
That was the speaker I just mentioned. Nice ambient here, you know, a few guys sitting around using for some animations were used. Then you get those whiteboards where you can teleport to other locations, and also they're really well made. You know, you got a lot of information on it. If you can zoom in enough, you can maybe even read what they want to tell you there about the tanks. But I can use the scroll wheel to open strategic map. I end up on this screen. I can't really zoom in or anything. It's just limited to this area for that particular showcase. And I can I can switch to a few areas. This one right here is pretty cool. You get some AI sitting in tanks and firing a few rounds. As soon as you move over here, you get picture-in-picture camera there on the lower right side with like the target area where you see the impact of those vehicles. So here we have an APC shooting some rounds. Here's a tank, the M4. No, not the M4. The what is it? M2A2? Not even sure. The one I used before. It's just like aiming a bit. Really nice. The heat effects coming out of the exhaust. Over here is an M4 Scorcher, shooting a few rounds. So that's pretty sweet. I can't interact with those vehicles though. This is just like for having a look. I can switch to another location. Here I got the UAVs. I actually have a UAV terminal on me already, so I can connect to any of those and fly them around if I want. I can also use all of the vehicles parked here. They're pretty much all the armored vehicles. I got the helicopters here, and somewhere are over there are the wheeled vehicles, as well as support vehicles. So if I want to, I can take them. I can drive around. Yeah, I just have some fun, which I'm not going to do now because I've played all of those vehicles already in previous live streams. All right.
The AH-9 Pawnee is an armed variant.
That's for the faction showcases. And yeah, as mentioned here, another one, armed assault, drones, gunships. But I'm gonna have a look at them some other time. Maybe record the footage of the playthrough and upload it to YouTube. But I'm not gonna cover them now in the stream. So what else is available in the full game version released on the September 12th? Some challenges, firing drills. We had already a few in, I think already in the alpha or at least the beta. I never really played them. I checked them out once, but that's about it. Yeah, firing drills, some sort of parkour, you know, where you have to walk or run through, shoot some targets, and obviously the goal is to be as fast as possible. And if you want to, you can afterwards like compete with your friends, if you record the footage or whatever. But it's also training purpose, but I'm not really into that, to be quite frank or quite honest. So yeah, there are a few of them. I think this one is an introduction to firing drills, basically almost like a tutorial mission. Then you get red ones. Multi-gunner, specific weapons are to be used for consecutive segment of the drill. Tactical combat, tactical combatant, close quarters environments with possible no-shoot targets, so sort of like, yeah, close quarter combat with some hostage targets that you have to avoid, and marksman stuff, so rather long range firing drills. So there are a few in each category, 3 to be exact. I'm gonna let you guys vote which one you would like to see, like standard weapon use, something more close quarter combat style, or something long range. I'm just gonna play the one you guys vote for, but don't expect me to be any good at it. Check in the comments for the clip. Yeah, the content. If you did own the dev build, you don't get a lot of new stuff. That's for sure. You get a few more showcases, you get a few more firing drills, but that's pretty much it. If you obviously just bought ARMA yesterday or today or so, you get the full package, and then you have a lot of things to to get your hands on, to try out, and in the editor you can create yourself some nice missions. But if you have been playing Armour 3 ever since the alpha version, yeah, there's not much to be excited about at this point. Yeah, I've just reading the comment by Siggy there. Armour 3 is just a template for the community, and yeah, they're just taking the money for the template now, and afterwards the community has to build the content. That's basically his opinion. I'm not gonna say like you're entirely wrong. It's in my opinion as well, Armour 3 lacks a few things now with the full release version. But yeah, I'm gonna let anyone have his own opinion, and I'm not gonna bitch too much about BIS at this point. All right, long range, only vote. Some targets further away. This looks like a really long range sniper rifle. Yeah, let's try that.
Select rule set.
Rule set over here. So you might know you can select like training or competitive. It pretty much does the same. It will count your time, but I'm just gonna go for this one. Get pistol as well.
3, 2, 1, go!
I don't even know where I have to go. Over here? What the fuck?
Crouch.
I'm pretty sure I went like... Oh, now it's this fucking track out thing again. Hello?
Good one.
I'm just gonna disable track AR for this one. Some more.
Move on.
Yeah, I'm gonna disable track AR because with the ACOG scopes, if you got track AR, it's really horrible because it's so shaky. That's pretty mean if you have to run that far in a long range course, because my aim is obviously gonna be shaky as hell. heard some targets flipping up, but we're there. There's more. Told you I'm gonna suck. Very well ahead of me.
Good shot.
I'm supposed to. Oh, there.
Top shot.
Supposed to be to see all of them from here or what? Oh my god. Oh, there's another one. What the hell? This is great. Really. This is chim frickin' dandy. Time is running. Am I blind or what's going on?
Not clear yet. Check targets.
This is ridiculous. Seriously. Are they further away or what the fuck? Oh, there's one. Where is it now?
Clear.
Oh my god. No comment. There's gotta be a new negative record. Run! I heard targets popping up or something or not.
Check targets.
You run to the checkpoint, you hear something, but you have absolutely no clue where the fucking targets are supposed to be. And it can't be the idea to have to fucking check the map. Are you kidding me? There's no shoot targets over there. There's one. There more?
Checkpoint isn't clear.
Below me. I guess I'm just way too stupid for those challenges. I don't see anything more over there. Gotta be kidding me. It didn't say clear, so
Checkpoint isn't clear.
how about a decent scope? Don't have any indication where the targets are.
Check targets.
This is ridiculous. Seriously. What the fuck? Ah, yeah. Firing drills, I don't know. If you're into it, if you're good at it, if you have the patience to maybe try them a few times to get a record or so, feel free to do so. That's not my thing. Either I'm too stupid for them, or they really suck, because right now yeah, that's just frustrating. I couldn't even see the targets, and you get no indication on where you actually have to aim. So that's, for me personally, that's no fun. But I guess I'm too stupid for him. So what else is there? Campaign. Obviously nothing in here to play. You get some information about the already mentioned 3 free DLC episodes that will come in the next few months. And down here you see the estimated deployment of the first episode, which will be October. That's what they plan, or when they plan to release the first episode right now. This might change. Keep an eye on that section if you want to know, I guess. So nothing to play. Scenarios. This is where you can download some user-made content from the Steam workshops if you want to do that. I downloaded the mission a while ago, but I haven't even played it just yet. Multiplayer is still the same. Obviously, now that the full game is released, you will have a larger selection of servers. And yeah, obviously more content that can be used. And if you want to do so, you can do that. I have not played on many ARMA 3 servers just yet. Basically, whenever I played online, it was with the one, or on the one para server. They have some nice servers running, really nice people. And if you're just a random player, you're obviously welcome there on the public servers, and maybe you can even join their clan sessions if you want to do so. This is also where you start your own games if you want to host one for friends or so. That hasn't changed either. Let's hop on the editor really quick. I want to show you one or two new things that are, I'm not even sure if they're new now with the full game version, or if they have been released previously but I missed them. There's not much I found today, but there is a like an engineer tank for the NATO side, a few more boats. CSAT has some urban environment camouflage infantry units, And then there are quite a few more civilians if you want to use them for your missions. So here's like a motorboat. I think that's new, like a civilian version. Then some sort of civilian rescue boat, maybe Coast Guard or anything like that. Another one with police, where you can actually turn on the flashy lights on top. And this is the engineer tank. We're gonna have a look at that just in a minute. Over here are the urban camo versions of the CSAT units. I like them. Looks pretty nice. There, you can also use them in a desert environment, I'd say. So yeah, quite a bit brighter with some brown in it. So just a quick look at them. And then there's civilians. A few more like civilian, well, not factions but types. You can get African civilians. Then this one is I think Asian, and this one is European. So you get like for all of these three categories, you get an entire selection. This is always the civilian number one here, as it is called in the editor. But the one is for African side, Asian, and European. So depending on the scenario or whatever you're creating, you can use different civilian types. This right here now is that engineer tank for the NATO side. I think it was already released with last week's DEF brand update with the heavy vehicles, but because it's in the support category and not in the armored one, I probably missed it. So it's the IV6 something CRV6A Bobcat. That's what it's called. It has the same like basic vehicle structure as the Panther, but with some engineer stuff like a crane thing here, and huge ass shovel on the front. You cannot move any of those tools, but you can use them to clear roads, things like that. It has a driver seat, a gunner seat, and a commander seat. Driver still the same as always. Gunner seat, a 40 millimeter. Oh no, it's the LMG, the 6.5 millimeter LMG. And then you get the commander seat where you can actually turn out. So disable track R. So that's that. Now because it's an engineer vehicles, they tweaked the physics a bit. So you can use it to clear roads or to clear out vehicles, but it's not really, I guess it's not really realistic. I mean, obviously those boats don't have a lot of grip, but it feels like it's like really heavy, you know, this tank right here. So it doesn't really move, or it doesn't have a lot of effect if you drive into something. And all the objects you drive into, they appear really light, such as those boats. And even if I drive into that Panther over there, it looks pretty funny and physically inaccurate. So, as mentioned, it's an engineer vehicle. You can use it to clear out roads, to clear destroyed or damaged tanks if you're in an urban environment. If a tank gets destroyed like right on the square or on a small channeled area between buildings, you can clear the you can push it away, but don't expect any physical accurate physics or whatever. It's totally ridiculous, quite frankly. You can also like drive over some trees, probably take out some fences. See what happens if I drive into that hangar. Oh, here it stops. Okay, at least something. Let's try a bigger tree. Goes through it like butter. Other than that, fun little vehicle, especially I guess if you play like a rather large-scale tank mission. Maybe in multiplayer, quite a few tanks. You can have one of those somewhere in the background. Maybe some support trucks, you know, like repair, ammo, fuel trucks. And then as the showcase mission I played before, really push through an area on Altis and yeah, have some support vehicles behind you in case you need them. So, as yeah, I'm pretty much through already. I don't have a lot more to show you guys with the new release or the full release version. I pretty much made LiveStream on all the different stages of updates we had or we received with the dev branch. And what I showed you tonight in this not even an hour is basically all the or everything you get if you have played dev branch so far. I'm just checking up in the comments really quick. If you have a wish, if you want to see something else, I can arrange that. Maybe another quarter hour, maybe half an hour. But after that, I'm gonna stop broadcasting. There is a question if there are some new weapons. Quite frankly, I've not really checked that, but I don't think so. AFF? What AFF? I'm from Switzerland. That's why my name is Swiss Maverick. Yeah, how could we look if we got some new weapons? The easiest way would be using the virtual ammo box. Question is, do I have it anywhere? AFF showcase. Yeah, we can have a look at that. Just want to check if there are some new weapons or so. Hello. Blue screen. I guess that mission is messed up. Let's switch to Stratus. By the way, I've checked today, like the main scripts I use. I've checked if they still work, and I'm happy to see that they do. So basically, the latest BTC revive script, virtual ammo box script, BTC logistics, and a few other things, TAW, view distance, all of that does still work, which was not a given after the last updates we've seen. So virtual ammo box system script works as well. Let's just go through the weaponry here. I don't expect anything new. T launchers. They renamed one here. This thing was called Scorpion before. And this one right here, I forgot to show you that gun in I think it was last week's live stream. It's something like the MP7 or so. It's a fun little thing, I guess, if you're like a pilot or so. It's good for self-defense in case you get shot down, but obviously not something for a really infantry combat. That's the only new weapon I see so far. I just think there are maybe a few more clothing items. I don't know. Attachments. The MRCO was in in a previous release. Oh, here's some new stuff. NVS. Holy smokes. Okay, that appears to be night vision or thermal. No, TWS would be thermal. MG. Whoa. I guess I would have to switch to nighttime. This looks like night vision, but because it's daytime, it's just like really, really white. Has a nice structure to it, though. You know, like the honeybee structure thing, if you know what I mean. I guess it would look nice at nighttime. What else did I pick up? Night Stalker. I guess that's also night vision, but maybe for the other faction. Oh shit. Yeah, this is cool. I can switch. Oh, this got all kinds of modes. Regular mode, night vision. Yeah, red hot and orange hot, whatever. Zoom level. Even a range, yeah, range indicator. That's pretty nice. Nighttime sniping. Even an alternative sight. Obviously not suited for for this gun, but other than that, for any other rifle, a nice little tool. TWS should be thermal. They look pretty nice. Yeah, white hot, black hot, ATV. That's cool as well. Also range indication. Just one stage zoom here. Anything else? Items. Hack gear. Before we had a few things here in the clothing items or the headgear section, which didn't work properly, but I hope now for the full game release, all of that is working. Pilot helmet. This could look cool. Oh, I can't look at my own face here. Let's see if there's a pilot unit. Pilot. Helicopter pilot, I guess. It's gotta be the one. So there are jet pilots in the game for all the factions, but no jets. But I guess it's a good indication that jets for all the factions are planned. Oh my god, this looks like a fucking alien. Shit. Yeah, definitely a jet pilot. The reflections on the thingy are pretty nice. But it looks like a fucking alien. Hilarious. And I think I've seen screenshots of some F-35s in Arma 3. This might be an aircraft that is coming for the Blue Force side. But I don't know what they've planned for Op 4. Alright, what else do we have? AFF Showcase, was a wish. Israeli armor. What kind of Israeli armor you want to see? If you're talking about the Blue Fort tank, I just played the showcase before, and I'm not going to go into that any more detail because I already made a live stream on it about a week ago. But we can have a look at the AFF showcase. That's done quickly. This one's at nighttime, and it has a nice little presentation of the jet fighter. Some touch and go flying but controlled by AI, obviously. Yeah, the Israeli tank, or the M1A2, as it's called in Armour 3, as far as I know, is a main battle tank, so obviously you can shoot it, yeah. You can shoot with it. You already hear the buzzard in the distance. Check out the map. Here are some land vehicles that you can try out. Air, autonomous weapons, sea, and the Expo. Just gonna hop over here so we can see the jet take off and then do this touch and go maneuver. It's taxiing over there. Lighting effects still. Would you stop rubbing your face? Still pretty awesome. Also without the night vision. Some cam lights here on the runway. The aircraft slides, some flares up there. Here goes. Picture-in-picture camera below the aircraft. Quite buggy though. As you can see, depending on how the aircraft moves, the camera is sort of inside the jet, so that's not really good looking. So touch and goes. The jet will fly a turn now, come around. Some flares will go off, and then it will like just approach the runway, touch down really quick, and take off again. Here's some info on the buzzard, but I can't really read it. But I guess that's not the intention anyway. I really like those whiteboards. They're pretty nice. They look cool. This is what's going on. Signal flare when the jet arrives. Stop moving. Then touch and go on the runway. Okay, you see the camera now. Flare should go off any second. I hear it. Now I heard the flare. There it is. There's the jet. And here it goes. So that's about it. He's gonna do that for quite some time. But it's not going to change. It's always going to be the same thing. Yeah, I can use the UAVs, but I'm not going to do that now. If you can see the live streams or the videos I made about a few weeks ago when they were first released in the dev branch. So nothing new there. See, I can head over to the coastline and drive a speedboat, a rubbercraft, or a submarine. Air. Not sure if I can actually grab a jet.
The CH-49 Mohawk is a powerful transport helicopter with a large capacity.
Yeah, the Mohawk, independent faction transport helicopter. You know this one. This, those here are the two jet versions. This is probably the AA version, and this is the CAS version. Air-to-ground missiles, laser-guided bombs. Jet comes in again. The jet sounds are pretty nice though. They're cool. I like them. And what else we got? Nothing. So that's the AFF. AAF showcase. Yeah. Same style as for Opera and Blue 4, but a few other things here, and always that expo part that is a bit different. On the NATO side, we had some tanks shooting. Here we got the chat. On the Blue 4 side, you can have a look at the sniper firing some rounds down range. Yeah, it's just eye candy basically. But they're really nicely made, especially with those byports. I do like them a lot. Alright, gonna board here. Checking on the comments. Yeah, the Merkava tank, apparently like a copy or so, or at least inspired by that Israeli tank. I've never really paid attention to what the Israeli army uses, but that's what I hear. You want the F-22 rather than the F-35. I guess something the modding community might create for Arma 3. Alright, anything else you would like to see? Otherwise, I think I'm gonna stop broadcasting here. I showed you a few new things, a few of the new features and content, but as mentioned multiple times tonight, if you have used the dev branch, there's not much new to see. If you're just starting with ARMA, I guess you're gonna have a great time, even though a few flaws and errors, especially when using AI. But other than that, we will have to wait for the campaign, which will be released in three separate DLCs, free DLCs in the next few months. And I hope that now that the full game is released, the modding community will really kick off, because a few guys made some stuff, but nothing like really major, you know. And I hope, I thought, or my guess is that they've been waiting for the full game release, because alpha beta stage was changing constantly, and a lot of things that was created by the community got messed up because BIS changed their coding and whatever. And I hope now that this is like going to be a stable version that will last for a few months with like some minor updates, and that if someone creates add-ons, they will be still usable after those updates. Development branch will, as I hear, that will stay alive. You know, they will still upload the first updates on Steam for the dev branch. So if you have used that so far, you can still use it. It's not like stopped and they will switch over to regular patching or anything like that. Dev branch will be will stay. And other than that, obviously some DLCs and just like regular patches, as with all the games nowadays. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, not much more to say. My general opinion, I've always basically called out the stuff I didn't like in my videos or live streams. Yeah, I'm still the same opinion. Armour is a great platform. It has a lot of potential. A few things are still flawed ever since the first game, such as the action menu, AI, and other things. But nevertheless, I've played the series ever since Operation Flashpoint, and I'm going to keep playing it, because even though it has a lot of flaws and errors, it's still, the long-term fun with this game is still a lot more than you will have with pretty much any other game. You know, because with the editor and the multiplayer and just the community content that is released for free for all you players out there, you have countless of hours that you can spend sitting behind your PC and playing Arma, even if some of the official content is not so great, or it's not as extended for Arma 3 as it was for Arma 2, for example. But still an awesome game, and I'm sure you're gonna have fun with it. I'm just gonna call it now. Thanks a lot for watching the live stream tonight, You can rewatch it, or if you missed the beginning, you can rewatch the whole thing just in a few minutes after broadcasting. And I will also upload it to YouTube. There it's probably going to be online in about 2 hours. So if you want to watch tomorrow or whatever, you still have your chance. Don't miss the Armour 2 Apache add-on live stream, the developer hangout live stream on Sunday 15th of September, 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Swiss time, so UTC GMT +2. I'm going to be hanging out on TeamSpeak with Nod Unit and Francie, the developers of this really awesome add-on for Armour 2. I'm going to be asking them some questions. I'm going to play back just some footage of this mod. I'm not going to be playing live because I want to kind of talk to them. And you can obviously ask your questions on the Twitch comment section right away, or on my Twitter channel during the live stream, and you can also rewatch it afterwards in case you don't have time. If you don't have time Sunday afternoon US time, or Sunday evening Euro time. Okay, anything else? Don't think so. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you guys just stay tuned here on Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, Steam, obviously YouTube, because you probably know me from there. Thanks a lot for your continuous support, and catch you soon. Have a good one, gents. This is Merrick Gap. Out there. Alright, tanks showcase mission. Let's play that. Alright. I have to command the crew. I'm not sure if I'm just a vehicle commander, or if I have to command an entire faction, not faction, an entire platoon or so. We will see. I'm starting here at the very north side of this island, which is obviously Altus, and I have to make my way south, probably take out anything on the way. Tasks: board the tank, join platoon, seize Molos, which is the village down here. Blah 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 briefing. I'm not gonna read that. Team. Yeah. Let's kick off. Gonna miss some sound or anything? No, sound is on. Starting off with a little bird. It's kind of unusual for a tank crew, I would say. Issues. Bohemia Interactive decided to release the single player campaign in 3 stages, so basically 3 free DLCs that will be released in the next few months. I read on the forums today that the first one is coming in October. I have no idea what the story is going to be about, but I guess there might be additional content, playable content coming as well, maybe some aircrafts or anything like that. There's still no fighter jets for the Blue 4 and Up 4 side, only independent, and I'm pretty sure something will be coming, either in one of those free campaign DLCs or in something that you will have to pay for. But if you get the deluxe edition or the support edition, all the additional DLCs for Arma 3 will be free. If you have the standard edition, only the 3 campaign things will be free. So let's head over to play. Showcases. Showcases were already a few of them available in the alpha, a few more in the beta, and now we have quite a few more in the full game. We got one with tanks, some sort of tank mission. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm pretty sure I'm going to play that tonight. Then there's something called Armored Assault. ARMA, if you're into the series for a long time, means Armored Assault. Some sort of infantry combat thing, supporting role, whatever. I don't know what this is all about. Then drones, something with the UAVs. I'm not really excited about that because I have played a lot with the drones already. With the dev brand with the Death Branch version. And then gunships. It looks as if you were playing on the Op4 side with the Cayman. Then NATO Showcase CSAT and AFF. So showcase thing for all three factions. I took a quick look at them this afternoon. They're really well made. It's kind of an expo, you know, you can walk around and check out a few areas, and there's some scripted stuff that will introduce the different factions. You can also get your hands on the vehicles, aircrafts, all that, and have some fun while checking all the content out. Alright, that's for the showcases. I think we're just going to hop into one, play it, and then continue looking at the additional released things. Let's check up on the comments really quick. Yeah, as I mentioned, they have to do something about the aircrafts, because this right now is probably one of the major issues. Yeah, the major problems that the community has with just an aircraft for one faction or fast air, and they will have to do something about it, quite frankly. So we got a few viewers already. Can you hear me all right? Please give me a quick shout in the comments over there. Should be over there. No, over there. Give me a quick shout out, and obviously the comment section is open for questions and remarks. We're trying to follow it as good as possible whenever I'm not playing something. And you can also reach me on Twitter. So if you got my Twitter account, it's Swiss Maverick, obviously. You can also try to use that to ask something if you want. All right, let's kick off. Just gonna head over to the game. Sound is all right. Okay. Yeah. If you update on Steam, you will obviously see. If you have the dev build, or if you did use the dev build, you will not see a lot of differences because they already changed to the official Arma 3 layout a few weeks ago. But if you bought the game new, it will look like that. You still got your Intel section here with a lot of useful information. Jesus, sorry about that. And yeah, we're gonna go right into it. As you probably know, there is no single-player campaign coming with yesterday's release, or there was not anything coming. The single-player campaign is delayed because of basically major configuration. What's going on, guys? Swiss Maverick here. Please give me a shout out if you can hear me all right. The stream is about to begin, or is actually beginning right now. Yeah, yesterday was September 12th. Armour 3 was officially released, the full game. I mentioned the live stream last week that because I used the development build ever since the alpha version, I'm not really excited about this release, because with the dev build we got access to a lot of content pre-release, as you might know. And yeah, I was on a business trip all week. I came home today, and I updated on Steam, obviously. And here it is. So the tasks for tonight is to have a look at the launch content, so basically the stuff that is new. Compared to development build, I'm not going to go all over the entire content again from scratch. I'm just going to introduce the new stuff, and then we're going to play I'm going to play a showcase mission and maybe a firing drill, where I'm going to have a quick look at the editor and introduce a few things that are maybe new, or I might have missed that in last week's heavy vehicle live stream. I'm not quite sure about that.